This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Man-at-Arms, the heroic master of weapons, part of the 2000X cartoon collection. And here he is in all of his colorful glory. If we turn around to the back, we see as seen on Lessons, where Man-at-Arms is fighting against Evelyn, Beastman, and Trapjaw. Actually, I kind of want to see what they do with the Trapjaw for this one when they make the toy. And we see Adam in the back getting ready to transform into He-Man. Also, we can fit his mace into his hand. Hooray, exciting. As part of this wave, we have Man-at-Arms, the heroic master of weapons, Evelyn, the evil warrior goddess, and Mossman, the heroic spy and master of camouflage. Well, let's go ahead and open this sucker up, shall we? This guy has a butt ton of new parts, by the way. So let's go ahead and take a look at the little white sheet that tells us the garbage that we don't really care about that much anymore. Because we see his head removes, his arms removes, his hands removes, his waist removes, his legs remove, and his boots remove. Booyah. Alright, Man-at-Arms here does come with his giant-ass mace. Dang it. You know, I do remember his mace being a lot ridiculously bigger in the 2000X cartoon than it was in the original one. But somehow this doesn't look quite right to me. Although I also know his mace did a bunch of different things. Dear fudge. I can't believe how difficult that is. So, I mean, let's take a... I mean, look at this. This is new. His leg is actually new too because it looks more angular than muscly, so it's more of that like suit that he wears. That's a whole new piece over there, where we've got the more electronic equipment and stuff. We got a whole new bracer arm over there. He's got a duplicate of that over here. Also, his shoulder piece is on a ball joint, so it moves around. I do like that this is painted a bit differently. We are going to have to take a look underneath because it looks like his buck is also different. Oh my gosh. Okay, so... Ow! Those hurt. So yeah, let's see this. His entire torso is new too this time around. This is... I'm not sure what the hell color this is supposed to be. It's like a brownish gray. I'm surprised they just didn't do the whole match it up with this thing here, but yeah. You can see where he's got like the little like... This is almost like the Batman Returns Batman costume that was worn, you know? With the way it does that. And it goes all the way around. Then that little butt crack part there. And of course, we pull that apart. Underneath is the standard Masters of the Universe crotch piece. And you know what? It looks like he's using longer legs also, so he's probably as tall as He-Man. Or longer feet. Oh, wow. Dude, I actually cut myself on his equipment. See that? Blood warning, I guess. Oh my god, I'm really starting to hate putting these things back together. The face sculpt on him looks really good. The mustache, although is not painted particularly well on the copy I have, Although I suppose it is even. It's just, like, when you look at some of this stuff here, you can see where they did not actually paint all of the mustache that they have there. And it's the same on both sides, so I'm assuming that this is on purpose and not on accident, but it should have really, they should have finished coating all that. Especially if they got it in like the 3-dimension, I guess we could say. So it just looks weird when you have his head at the side. That being said, let's talk his articulation. The head is on a ball joint. It's got that loose bit and can wiggle all around. Look over, look up, look down. Hide his nose behind his little visor thingy. As mentioned before, this does spin around on a ball joint, which gives him a little bit more flexibility in how his arm moves, though, again, you can't really get it all the way straight up. The other arm... Ow! Jesus. The fringe does interfere with moving the other arm quite a bit. And like I said, it kind of hurts. But we could get all the way around. Oh. Didn't push it out. And, of course, we can go up and down. No bicep cut. Single joint in the elbow. And remember, brand new part there. Hand spins at 360. And has up and down articulation on this side. It looks like they're giving everybody the sword holding hand here. Spin at the wrist. In and out articulation there. 360 at the waist. Legs kick out that far. Hi-ya! Kick forward that far. And kick back about that far. The knees have a single joint. The knee does get about 90 degrees, though it looks awkward. This thing here is actually a separate piece from the rest of the leg there. As you can kind of see. I'm not going to try to pull it apart, however. We can spin at the boot and hinge. This one also spins around like normal. Same bend. And also hinge and spin. And his mace is just large, does not do anything else. So the overall on this version of Man-at-Arms is, I would say, is really well done. He looks good. I do wish that his costume wasn't as painful to touch as it is. But honestly, it's kind of hard to even compare him to the previous releases, you know? Because while we do have like the quote snake armor Man-at-Arms there, which is supposed to be like a 2000X variation, it looks nothing like the 2000X one. And the original Origins one, well, I mean, it's the original Origins one. It looks pretty good because it's Origins for what it is. But man, I am really liking these 2000X versions for the cartoon collection. Although, again, it does seem like a shame that they've stopped producing the Filmation variations, especially since we didn't get to, like, the Sorceress or some of the other characters. That would have been really nice to see. But if you've if you haven't really started collecting Masters of the Universe and you kind of thought about getting into it, I think the 2000X ones here would be a great start. Third wave, I don't know when that's coming out, but it's already been announced, and we know Prince Adam's one of them. And I think the rumor is that the Sorceress, who I want, is supposed to be in the fourth wave. So I'm hoping that is true. But why don't you guys let me know what you think of these figures? And the fact that they made so many new parts for this Man-at-Arms is just surprising. Because I thought for sure they would cheap out on it and not really give us much of anything worthwhile with him. But they did a very nice job on him. I have to give them props. But why don't you guys let me know what you think in the comments below? And are you collecting these 2000X ones? Or are you considering it? I would definitely say that these guys are worth the price of admission. But I hope you enjoyed this review. And if you did, please feel free to smash that like button. Especially if you got a mace there like Man-at-Arms. And if you want to see more of my nonsense in the future, you can subscribe. I thank you for watching. Peace and love.